Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to our webinar. Today we have a very special guest with us. His name is Kamal Faridi. He is a dynamic and passionate entrepreneur who lies among the top 100 entrepreneurs of Pakistan. And he also works as a volunteer at United Nations, and he represents Pakistan all over the world. Apart from that, he's a CEO and founder of 22/4 Corp. And what not? There are so many things to talk about him. And he's a social media marketing expert, and he is globally known as the best social media analyst, marketer, and business consultant. So let's welcome him. And yes, one more thing, he is very active on Twitter, and he has more than 300,000 followers, which is wow. So let's welcome him. Welcome Kamal Saab to our webinar.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you? And assalamu alaikum to everyone who's listening to me and joining this webinar. So let's see, we will learn from each other and how we can interact and learn more about social media and entrepreneurship. We can start as your guidance are.
So, welcome to our webinar, and thank you for taking out time from your very busy schedule. And yes, we would like to know about you first. That how did you reach where you are today? What was your when you graduated? Did you have this in your mind?
Okay, I graduated in 2004. My undergraduate, I start my journey with a term called that era is outsourcing. So outsourcing is a terminology used majority in South Asia because from North America, people, South Asian community throw their work to South Asian market like India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. So Pakistan having a bright chances to capture the market, and same as India, we started a marketing, e-marketing, email marketing company for what SMEs and small medium enterprises can take our services for a very low rate in terms of depend on the volume they are looking for. So that's basically what we call a tactical market, tactical sale, where we try to beat our competitor, our neighbor, our other service provider. So I start with an outsourcing venture, which I target North American market, especially Chicago and New York. So we started from there, and I basically jumped into the travel section where I capture cruise airlines, airline marketing campaigns, travel agencies campaigns, and rest of those, because in that 2000 mid of 2010 or something like that, people love to travel. They love to travel frequently and love to travel abroad, going back home, travel for business, travel for fun, travel for vacation. So we target them and ask them to buy from our clients, and that was a start. And then I completed my graduation, and this company sustained. During my education, I take this company to next level, which is a software house. And software house, we provide services for those clients, their requirement for software, their requirement for mobile applications, their requirement for social media marketing, their requirement for anything related to digital transformation. We provide those in-house. And after that, I start to give my clients an innovative service that is something different from other service providers, that we put whatever their requirements are, we try to give them some innovation in that. So me, myself, my team get together, think about what the client expectations are and what we can do other than their client, the client expectation, and forecast their requirement for next 5-10 years, so that they don't need any further enhancement in their software requirement. So this is what we started in 2010-12. I was selected as a top 15 entrepreneurs of Pakistan. We were invited in United States of America by Obama, and We were like hosted there for 15 to 20 days, and then we were engaged in a program of Harvard and Sustainable Entrepreneurship program, which was for 6 weeks. And then in 2012, late 2012 or mid 2012, I was invited to engage in Obama election campaign of 2012 from out of Chicago, which was being acknowledged and awarded by Obama itself through a certificate. And then I represent Pakistan, more than 93 countries on technology, social media, IT sector, and other conferences and lectures and different events as well.
So if there's any, is there any program for the students, like if they contact you for the internship?
Yes, depend upon what their expertise are. We highly recommend people who have a technology background that they can join us as an intern, or they can apply online on our website for any kind of professional job. This is what we recommend for students. Other than that, I'm always available on Twitter, Facebook, so anywhere on social media platform, on email. Access, they can take them out to have better exposure in the market. If they are an entrepreneur or wanted to do something as a startup, I can help them to get some cheap funding from some of the venture funding. If you have some ideas that need some international market exposure, I can help them to get them to that platform where they can reach international investors, international mentors, international venture funds easily. So this is my services to all Pakistanis, always available. They can easily contact me anywhere.
Thank you very much. I'll hand it over to you now. You can start your webinar, which is like social media entrepreneurship. So we are looking forward to it.
Okay. So let me just start the terminology social media, how it's come in Pakistan. Unfortunately and fortunately, we are the nation with the tag of developing countries category. So this means that we neither have any exposure or neither have any expertise other than we import or we adopt or we accidentally get into any technology like Facebook, like Twitter, like YouTube, any kind of technology. We don't have any policies beforehand. We don't have any know how to have maximum exposure or maximum usage of that particular service, technology, or service or a platform. So this is what we are very openly that our reality is. Other than that, the part of what government role should be is very much means it's same like the technology adoption. Our government basically never look into the opportunity where they can create a department like where people can easily know the rights, how to use it, know the law, how to manage it, and there should be an enforcement agency that makes sure the law is being abided over there. So this has never happened, and it is now happening, but in the beginning, it's never happened. So where it's a start, it start with the confusion. Confusion where a student never been acknowledged, never been appreciated if they are using social media, because parents think that it's a waste of time. And even the teacher at that time thinks that it's a waste of time because they don't, the parents and teacher both have no idea how to use social media and what can be the beneficial if the student or their children use it with so no I mean a kind of awareness to our guardians. Guardians is parents and teacher both. So this will create a confusion for a student who want to learn more, who want to do something, because our population is more than 63% of youth currently, and the penetration smartphone is that we are talking that number. That means a huge number is on social media, a huge number is internet savvy, a huge number of people are still investing their time on social media. When they're investing their time, they must something to buy, something to learn, something to do as a business. So when we say there is an opportunity for something, then there need a platform where all these confusions, all these obstacles need to be resolved, and people my parent, your parent, teacher, my teacher, your teacher should know the best usage of these services. One, number two is that how, if I am an entrepreneur, I have any idea how I can execute it. So I think this is something very much important, that you have a group of or you have a group of people or group of friends or group of teacher or group of some people, some influencers that know more about their services, and that can help you mentor your services, or even whatever the idea you have, they can help you create your instinct to the idea and then start up. This is very important for a student. Number one. Number two is that how uh, they use a social media or internet power to get that startup executed or run it or sustain it. Social media basically having multiple platforms. The most powerful is Facebook, absolutely. But people more like sensible people or influencers, people more use Twitter for their engagement, for their people-to-people contact. And if you are very much visual, you can say you are using YouTube for that. You are using even Facebook for that, even Twitter, but YouTube is more powerful if you are having a video content or any kind of graphical content. Then you have absolutely have your own website. It's very important that whatever platform you are creating, you must sustain that platform with the daily activity, engagement, interaction, and know your impressions. The more you know about your impression, the more your business grow. It's very much important that you have an organic growth in your social media presence. You have any startup XYZ, have a Facebook page, Twitter account, YouTube channel. Then these channels should be promoted simultaneously on all platforms. Like you have a footer for every platform, mention on your each post, or with the logo. Definitely that give stand out your business, stand out your services, stand out the startup, and then you can go for a content generation. Content generation is a tricky part in current scenario. If you talk about 4 to 5 years back, content generation, people never invested in content generation. They think whatever is more popular, more vocal, they can copy and paste it. But nowadays, generating a content is very important, because the policy of copyright and content rights are very much intact. And if you are copying any kind of content, any kind of graphics, immediately without any report, without anything, authorities of social media like Facebook have their own authority, Twitter have their own authority, YouTube have their own authority. They all block you, or they can have a copyright strike. They can means easily give you hold your account. So copyright getting a content generation is very much important. So whatever you're doing, make sure you have a good copywriter who knows your business well, who knows the internet well, who knows the social media very well, and then you require the SEO, SEM for your optimization. Yes, every social media platform have their own search analog, search people search for hashtag, people search for businesses from their search platforms, rather than if you go for Google, Google give you complete web information. If you're talking about Facebook, Twitter, they have their own search analogs for there. So it's very important that whatever you are doing, use hashtags where people can find you, see thread where your discussions were, what your activities were, what your promotions were, what your brand going from where to where. So this is basically a start of a social media brand. Then obviously when the brand executed, there are multiple issues like how to get more likes, how to get more shares and more views. This is very tricky because the more these numbers are, the more people convinced to buy your services or engage in your services. So my recommendation is go for organic growth, go for optimization, go for hashtags rather than boosting. Boosting is one of the component, but it's again give you safely is a 60-40 combination. When we say 60-40 combination, it can give you 60% organic or 60% non-organic likes engagement. So if you're getting a non-organic engagement, that means your business is never not getting acknowledged, not getting engaged, or it's going to be forgiven in a while. So if that marketing campaign boosts your post for a while, it never gives the likes on your brand or the page you are running the ad for. So it's very important that you know your people, you know your people geographic, you know your people age group, you know your people profession, you know your people activities and their interest. The more you know your analytics, the more you better know what time to post, what time to engage with your audience, what time to get video posted, graphics posted, and content posted. So the timetable, the scheduling is very important to sustain the brand and get the engagement and impressions of that particular post. Now we talk about Twitter. Twitter is same, but Twitter have a different psychologically because the people on Twitter are more about getting more serious debate on serious debate in terms of what they are looking for. They get the answer right away. They engage those people. They follow back. They retweet it, report their tweets. So this is what happened on Twitter. YouTube have a different geographic. People can search about the content they like. But if the content is generated in local languages like Urdu, like Sindhi, Punjabi, Pashto, any kind of local language, they must have a subtitle because subtitle give you more impressions, views. People in any country, any continent, any language can easily see your video and they knows what you're talking about through the subtitles. So subtitles is right now missing in our videos. Most of the videos, entertainment videos or channels running by individuals are not working on subtitles. So I really ask anyone who are running the channel in that particular webinar must have or must look into the content subtitles category as well because it gives you more views in those regions where the language barriers are. So this is what happened on social media. I think social media gives you the platform. I can share one of my examples. I was using Twitter since 2010-11, and that time I was means the one individual who tweet every single hour. So every single hour there should be any topic. I engage people on topic. Nowadays I'm really required because there are so many people who are engaging on Twitter and baselessly they are working for their own agenda. So that time I really try to convince people to come on Twitter, social media and express their opinion about the locals in Pakistan, the business in Pakistan, the politics, even whatever they think about, just discuss it, whatever they are doing. even a conference, even a seminar, they must share on Twitter, Facebook, social, any kind of social media platform, so people know about it afterward, that this is kind of things happening in Pakistan. So the more content generated from Pakistan, the more Pakistan environment being visible on internet. So on Twitter, I was like sharing every kind of motivational entrepreneurship startup quotes on regular basis. I was visiting a national United Nations Security Conference, 65th Security Conference in Brazil, and there was someone, Fritz Andrew, a writer, who come to me and says, "You're Kamal Faridi, and I used to follow you on Twitter." So this was a shock and surprise for me, because I never expect that people should follow you like that, that they can recognize your face in any kind of social gathering or something. So this is give me an idea that how powerful social media can be if you are using that social media tool as your business, as for your business growth, profile growth, or any kind of growth, not for just time pass. Again, right now it's a Ramadan time, and Ramadan time people have more free time that they want to spend online, watching videos, watching Facebook videos, and exploring and browsing timelines of different friends. So I recommend that if you have time, if you have any kind of agenda that you want to learn something, you want to share something, then follow those people who have expertise, who have influence in their profession, career, in their business, in their society, and try to learn from them. Send them inbox messages, ask them that you want to learn something, and believe me, if you would not listen one or two times, they will definitely listen you for 5 to 6 after 5 to 6 attempts. So try to engage them, try to tell them that you have some idea, you want to learn something, and they will definitely give you some ideas, tips, how to expand your business, start your business, or even start your social media career. So this is what social media is. There are so many journalists, even right now in Pakistan. I see recent graphics and analytics that shows that most of the Pakistani students want to be a journalist, because they think if they are good looking, if they have a content, if they have a good speaking power, they can easily debate for more than an hour, and that brings their viewers to engage on their social media platform. Yes, you can become a good journalist, because journalist is something that comes with research. And if you have a research power that you can easily dig into that news, then you can come up with that idea. Otherwise, just go and listen and learn until you have the idea how to dig a news, how to get more into that news. Then don't start the journalist channel or individual profile, or even a kind of content, because if you are not if you have failed to provide that information, or a detailed information, then people won't listen to you, won't get involved in your channel, or won't follow or subscribe, something like that. So this is what social media exactly is, and power of social media never underestimated, because this is something that is currently happening, and the future is more vast than this. Social media is going to be obsolete sometime, but there is something new going to become, because Facebook, yes, before that it was Orkut, before that it was MIRC, and even after before there was a Yahoo Messenger, MSN Messenger, nobody even remember those. So whatever you are having right now, it's not a advantage that you are using. There are some innovation happening, and there are some new technology coming up. So you must learn the current technology so that you can easily adopt the future technology. So this is the power of a social media, and individuals or students of your university can learn from that. and there are multiple channels on YouTube. When I say YouTube, YouTube have a very vast content in any kind of any category, any subject, any keyword. So, and there are multiple options that you can, even if you don't like lecture one, you can go for lecture two. If you don't understand lecture two, you can go for each easy or similar lectures on YouTube. So you have multiple options, thousands of options available on there on YouTube. So use the social media, use your time efficiently, and use the social media to be your power, not as a time pass machine or a gadget for you. So this is the social media. I think if you give me some idea that what if there's any question coming up, you can ask me.
Yes, we received few questions. There was one. How can I measure success on social media?
If you are an individual, you can success you can measure the success of your individual profile by getting the number of friends, followers, likes, engagement, shares, comments. These are the level of success and how many people are actively participating in your debate. This is for the individual, and for the business is similar, the same, but for the business, if even the people are not liking or giving any kind of comment on your post, the impressions of your post, that how many people, friends of friends sharing your post. So this is analytics are the best tool that can help you out and tell you how many people are liking you.
And there was one more question which was received. What is the best way to attract followers on social media?
Okay. I recently explained it that getting more people is a myth on social media. More likes, more followers, more subscribers is a myth on social media. For that, people use for them it's a good way, but there are a category good and bad way. Good way is that you can go for regular terms that boost on Facebook, Twitter, or any platform, marketing platform available from that services provider. And other is private people's like people says that okay, you can for 5,000 you can have 5,000 rupees, you can have 10,000 likes or shares or something like that. That is something we can call artificial bots. Artificial bots are very much nowadays identified by social media platform, and they flag those accounts who buy those kind of profiles, fake profiles, likes and shares. And then afterward, when you go for verification of your product and brand, they refuse it most of the time. That because due to that scenario that you try to attempt a bots buying fake likes and fake engagement from the bots. So it's very important that
I've seen this a lot these days. Yes, I've seen this a lot these days. People are going for, they're buying the likes, they're buying the followers. So
right. This is
it any beneficial? I don't think so. Is it going to give them any benefits?
It definitely give them a benefit and give them a mental relief that okay, now my computer was having 10,000 likes, I have 50,000 likes. I buy more and my products have more likes. This is a kind of psychological impact. But they forget that it will not sustain their account for longer run, because Facebook, Twitter both flag their account. And those flags are very much for those accounts that been under watch for unauthenticated usage or copyright breach.
Okay, thank you so much. There's one more question which just came. What is the future stability of social media entrepreneur?
Again, if you are a good content generator, you can create your brand and you can sustain the brand. If the content is not right and content generation is like a very means a copycat or copy paste, then people won't listen to you and won't follow you.
Thank you, Mr. Kamal, for your time. आपने इतना सारा time निकाला अपने busy schedule से हमारे लिए. It was really interesting. And I think I would be a student for the Twitter 101 class.
Sure.
I
anytime.
always thought about using Twitter, and it's really hard for me to get into it. But thank you once again. And definitely, we would like to see you again sometime.
Sure. Sure.
With some
Thank you very
other
much
topics. So good luck to you for your everything you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you. And take care.
Thank you. Have a good day. Love this.
Good.